NFL fans, welcome back to another episode of the J All Day Show. Today, what we're going to do for you is an early look at the Week 7 games. We're going to give our predictions and picks for all of these games. We absolutely crushed the game in Week 6. I made 11 bets so far, and 9 of them have cashed. That's why you guys got to subscribe to the channel and check out my memberships if you want to see my bets each and every week. Let's get into Week 7 predictions and picks. We had some great money line bets this week, including Tampa Bay, Chicago Bears, the Colts. We did really well. I'm very happy with how this week's picks and bets played out. So let's kick off Week 7 with the Denver Broncos versus the New Orleans Saints, right? The Broncos got out to a big deficit in the beginning of that game, but they made it a game as it continued further. But Patrick Surtain got a concussion. He's probably not going to play, right? It's, on Thursday night. He got the concussion on Sunday. Actually, there's probably no way that Patrick Surtain can play in this game. That will open up some things for the Saints. The defense played pretty good today, but it was Spencer Rattler's first game. He looked okay-ish, right? But I think he'll be settled in. He gets to play at home. Short week versus the Broncos without Patrick Surtain. I like the Saints to win this game at home in a very close game. All right, next up, we got the New England Patriots, Jacksonville Jaguars. This game is in London. Drake May did not play bad today, guys. He actually played pretty well. 3 touchdown passes for him with this offense and that offensive line. I'm clapping it up. I'm clapping it up for Drake May today, man. They didn't get the win, obviously, but that's a good first step for Drake May, in my opinion. But I like the Jacksonville Jaguars in this spot. The line at -4.5 is about right to me. The Jaguars are already in London, right? So they don't have to travel. Drake May's got to travel all the way to London in his second professional game overseas. I just don't like all these intangibles with the offensive line not being very good and the Jaguars having a very good defensive line. Trevor Lawrence has looked okay, but they're playing very unspirited football right now. I think the Jaguars win, but barely. All right, next, let's move on to the Titans at the Bills. Will Levis continues to be an abomination at football. What did he throw for? 94 yards? 96 yards? Something horrible like that? The Titans do not look good. I do like Tony Pollard, though. He runs the ball pretty effectively. But I expect Khalil Shakir and Ed Oliver to be back for this game next week. I like the Bills in this spot at home. You can't trust the Titans right now, man. A lot of growing pains for that team. And Will Levis has pretty good wide receivers, and he can't find any of them. What is going on, Will Levis? Are you about to get benched? Because you stink at football. What the F is going on? You have me talking all weird, Will Levis. I don't know what I'm even thinking right now because that's how bad at football you are, Will Levis. Bills get the W here. Next up, the Philadelphia Eagles. Not the best performance today. They got a W, but OMG. That Philadelphia Eagles defense is cheeks. Like gigantic, huge booty cheeks. That is the Philadelphia Eagles defense right now. Oh my goodness. The worst offense in the NFL. They're on like 11th string offensive lineman and the 3rd string running back running the ball down their throat. Yo, you guys are terrible. Nakobe Dean, go sit on the bench. I do not like you, sir. New York Giants at home. I'm going with the Giants to steal one here on the road, guys. Malik Neighbors will be back. Devin Singletary will be back. That defensive line wreaks havoc on the Philadelphia Eagles. The Giants get a W at home as underdogs, +4 points. I like them to win this game straight up. I'm going with the New York Football Giants. Detroit Lions, Minnesota Vikings. This is the game of the week, in my opinion. I love this game. It's going to be a lot of fun. I cannot wait for this game. Minnesota Vikings are coming off a bye. The Detroit Lions beat the living breaks off the Cowboys at home. Yeah, the Cowboys stink. All right. I'm going with the Vikings to win this game. Coming off a bye. It's going to be a tough game. Goff is not as good on the road, but he looked great on the road this week. Back-to-back road games. Never an easy thing to do in the NFL. I'm going with the Vikings coming off the bye. Close game, though. Potential shootout. Houston Texans, Green Bay Packers. All right. Texans won. pretty big today. We expected that playing the New England Patriots. But Joe Mixon is back. That's great for Texans fans. I love Joe Mixon. He's not only a great running back, he can catch the ball out of the backfield, and he's a great blocker. I like myself some Joe Mixon. All right. Tank Dell, Stephon Diggs stepped up today. I think they had 13 catches combined. Awesome. They'll be okay. But the Packers are really good. The Packers played really well at home versus the Arizona Cardinals. I thought the game was going to be a little bit closer initially, but the Packers blew their brakes off. They look really good. That Cardinals defense really stinks. They actually did a really good job, the Packers, today, stopping James Conner and that run game. Clap it up for the Packers. Clap it up for the Packers. Great win. I think they win again. Texans are still pretty penalized. I like the Packers at home in a close game. Close. I'm taking the Packers at home. The last time the Texans played a good team on the road, they got blown out by the Vikings. Dolphins, Colts. I think this line's about right. Joe Flacco won another game. I guess Anthony Richardson didn't want to play. I don't know what the heck's going on with him. I expect Richardson to play in the next game against the Dolphins. The Colts are probably a better-ish team. I'm picking the Colts, but I'm not 100% sold on that pick yet. On Tuesday, when I do my official picks and break down all the games with scores in detail for you guys, we'll see if we switch it out. I'm going with the Colts for now. Cincinnati Bengals, Cleveland Browns. Dude, the Browns are so bad. The Eagles made them look a little bit better than they are today, but just constant penalties. Deshaun Watson, just like beating themselves over and over and over again. I like the Bengals to win this game. Division game, they're always tough. The Browns defense played the Eagles offense pretty tough, but A.J. Brown's a dog. A.J. Brown! Man, he's sick. I'm going with the Bengals to light it up. Jamar Chase has a big day. Seattle Seahawks, Atlanta Falcons. The Atlanta Falcons get the W. They won again today by big numbers. I like the Falcons in this spot. The Seahawks, the offensive line's not very good. The defense is just mediocre. Kirk Cousins, he got Kyle Pitts involved more today. He also got Bijan Robinson. I was hammering the nail all week, guys, that they needed to get Bijan Robinson more involved. They did, and they got the W. I like Kirk Cousins to win at home versus the Seahawks. Carolina Panthers at the Commanders. Commanders all day. They played the Ravens really tough. They showed that this Commanders team is for real. Jaden Daniels, is for real. I like the Commanders to win, probably cover the spread too. I'm going with the Commanders. Both show. Raiders at the Rams. We'll see if Devontae Adams plays. Aiden O'Connell played okay-ish today. The Rams are coming off the bye, but that didn't help them really. Nobody else is coming back. There's no reserves coming back to help this Rams team. But I trust the quarterback more for the Rams, so I'm going with the Rams. Chiefs at the 49ers, one of the best games of the week. A lot of fun in this game. I'm going with the Chiefs. The 49ers don't have that dog in them this year. They're letting teams back in. You let the Chiefs back in, they're going to take the W if that's what happens late in the game. Chiefs come from behind victory. New York Jets, Pittsburgh Steelers. I don't know. Justin Fields is not that guy for me. We'll see how the Jets look on Monday night versus the Bills. But I'm going with the Steelers for now. I think that pass rush gets to Aaron Rodgers. Going with the Steelers for now. Baltimore Ravens, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Buccaneers scored 51 today. They were up 17-0, blew the lead, and then blew their brakes off the rest of the game. Good win for the Buccaneers, but Baker Mayfield did throw 3 interceptions. So we got to take that in consideration. I'm going with the Ravens to get a W here. They got to win over a really tough Commanders team. The Ravens are starting to feel that juice. I think Derrick Henry success continues. He had over 150 yards again today. Ravens get the W. And then the last game on Monday night, we got a 2-bagger on Monday night. Chargers, Cardinals. Chargers all day. The Cardinals, I thought they had some juice earlier in the year, but they're really falling off a cliff. Chargers run the ball down their throat. Get a W in a low-scoring game. All right, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. That was your Week 7 picks and predictions. Thank you so much for tuning in. Peace.